What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy Detailer back with another pregame live stream. Boy, am I excited for today's game. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. I'm going to turn up the volume just a little bit, just in case. Um, this is going to be an exciting one, all right? 76ers best in the East versus the Lakers best in the league. This is the test I've been waiting for. Obviously, every game is a test, but, being on the road, these are the teams that we have to beat to really prove that we're big time. So what's up, everybody? Welcome to live stream. Feeling good today. I know yesterday was a tough day for everybody. RIP to the GOAT. If you guys haven't checked out the video, you guys want to check my tribute out, go ahead and check it out. If you don't, I understand. Very touchy subject. So I'm completely with y'all. But tonight is about basketball, and we're going to talk about Joel Embiid potentially playing. It's not guaranteed he's going to play yet, but most likely he will go. And it's going to be interesting to see how our interior paint presence, how we deal with this big beast who's actually an MVP candidate. So the keys to the game are going to be easy. We're going to have to limit the paint production from two players, Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. Also, I've been good. Thanks for asking, man. Feeling great. I wasn't here the previous game due to personal reasons, but I'm feeling amazing now. And I got to tell you guys, these are the games we live for. Laker Nation is ready for tonight. Laker Nation is ready to hopefully we destroy. We come out here and make a statement. These are the statement games, guys. Absolutely have to do it, man. I can't wait. I can't wait for this game. This game's going to be magnificent. All right. So they have several role players like, there's several role players out here that we have to worry about. Shake Milton. You got Ben Simmons. Obviously, he's not a role player; he's a star player. But he scores like a role player. We got to make sure that we limit him in transition. That's where he really, does damage it. So we got to make sure that we limit transition buckets from this team. We know they have 3-point shooters. Look for Danny Green and look for Dwight Howard. Both of those players, man, watch out for them because they're role players who used to be with the Lakers. They know some of our schemes, and they're looking to come out here and do some damage. So this is definitely a must-play game. It's not clear if Embiid is playing, but I can almost all but guarantee that Joel Embiid will be back. So, he will be playing even though he's dealing with some back spasms and stuff like that. But, again, we're very thin in the front line. It's defensively. We've picked it up lately. We've definitely picked it up lately. And so I'm encouraged by that defensively. We're getting better. So that's good. But I did want to talk about, since I did miss last game, I did want to talk about LeBron James. King James. We don't win that game without his spectacular performance the very last game. We need him. We need him, guys, to play like an MVP this season because, let's be honest, Anthony Davis hasn't really been imposing himself day in and day out on the offensive end. Defensively, he's been a lot better. But offensively, he needs to help carry the load because LeBron right now needs some help, man. We can't afford to have LeBron dropping 46, 48 points every other night. As much as I love it at his age, we want to protect the king. So I really need Anthony Davis to step up, man, and do what he's got to do in the offense. That way we can spread the wealth a little bit, and that way there's not too much pressure on one person. He said, Dan, did you hear about Candace Parker left and signed with Chicago? Yeah, that's unfortunate. We love Candace here in LA. Always going to love her. She's a champ. So, much love to her. Wish her the best, man. Wish her the best. It's tough when you lose a superstar like that, but hey, it is what it is, man. She did what was best for her and her family, in her opinion, and we can support it. Today's Dr. Buss's birthday. Happy birthday, to the late, great Dr. Jerry Buss, man. Happy birthday. But how y'all feeling? What do you think is the keys to tonight's matchup? What do you guys want to see from the offense and the defense? Personally, I want to see us try to contain. I want to see Anthony Davis out on Joel Embiid at times because we don't want Joel to cook Marc Gasol or Harrell with his size and speed and athleticism. So hopefully, he can, hopefully we can continue to defend properly in the perimeter. We've been a little bit better. Those Cavs were tough, man. Like I said, had it not been for King James doing what he does best, that would have been a much harder game to win. So he said, Dan, he said, AD and LeBron must do amazing things tonight. Yes, these are those statement games. We missed a golden opportunity versus the full Spurs when they got LaMarcus Aldridge back. We missed that same golden opportunity versus the Clippers. Now, these are the games I want to see LeBron. I'm not going to say it's easy because doing what LeBron does at his age is not easy. But it is a lot easier to put up a huge performance. And this is no criticism. The guy's a GOAT. But it's a lot easier to put up a huge performance versus the Cavs in your hometown, putting on a show for the fans, and versus a lesser team like the Cavs. Now, it's a lot harder. I want to see the same type of energy from both King James and especially Anthony Davis tonight versus the real deal. This team is the real deal, man. They got better in the offseason, adding guys like Seth Curry. Shake Milton's been hooping. We got to watch out for him. Danny Green's been playing better than he did with us last year. So we got to watch out for him too. We know two keys to the game are contain, obviously, Joel and Ben Simmons. But the real keys to the game are let's not allow Danny Green or Dwight Howard to have that revenge game, because they just left us last season. So we got to make sure that we contain them because they kind of know the offense a little bit, right? I'm going to head over to the comments section. Let's see. He said, I want to see an aggressive, dominant AD. Also want Schroeder to get it going. Yes, I agree with you, man. I agree with you. I do want to see a dominant AD, similar to what he did, a couple of nights back when he dropped 38 effortlessly, and most of those came early. But in order for him to do that, we're gonna need him to impose his will early on in the game. So that's the key right there. I've noticed when we get Anthony Davis going early, he does what he does. When we try to get him going late and he's already in a slump, you can even see it in his free throw shooting. He's been short this season. So hopefully he continues to improve, but we do need aggressive Anthony Davis from the beginning. My man says Schroeder and Harrell, if they combine for 38 points, we will be okay. I agree. I also want to see more production from Dennis Schroeder. He's been not impressive the last couple of weeks, to say the least. And that's me putting it kindly. We need more from him. A lot more. We brought him in here to do what he was doing the first couple of weeks of the regular season, not the last couple of weeks. He said, can't have Bron carrying the team like he has been. I agree with you, KO. We have now, obviously, I'm not complaining because we witnessed something really special, really, really special the last game. That was LeBron at his age making history, joining a pantheon of greatness, Kobe Bryant, amongst other stars that have scored that many points at that age. So I'm not mad at it. However, I do expect better from his teammates. Other guys need to step in tonight if we want to win. Again, this is a major test. This might be the biggest test of the season thus far. Now, some might argue and say it was the Bucks, but I think the Sixers are not just because of the standings, but because they're a more well-rounded team with some, they're strong where we're weak in the paint. So, well, I wouldn't say we're weak, but we do lack some size there if we get in foul trouble and stuff like that. So this is a great test for those guys to hopefully continue to build on their interior presence. I want to see if Marc Gasol's going to be able to hold his own just in case we meet this team in the finals. Now, I'm not making any predictions, but it could happen. How are we going to contain Joel Embiid? This might be an eye-opening game for Rob Pelinka. He might have to make another move or in some sort of a addition in the free agent market if the team doesn't show up tonight against Joel, if he plays, assuming he plays, right? So yes. By the way, I forgot to mention RIP to Sekou Smith, man. It's unfortunate how we keep losing people at such a early stages of their life, man. So that's unfortunate. And you definitely got to count your blessings every single day, man, because you never know. You never know when we could hit that old dirt net. So we got to make sure that every single day, man, we appreciate those around us and just appreciate life, right? Well, back to basketball, like I was saying, this could be the test that allows Rob Pelinka to see if he needs to make another acquisition or another addition without subtraction, and that's what we have to do. We have to use these games as a measuring tape to see where we're at defensively in the paint and also to see where everybody's at. Now, I'll head over to the comment section. You guys have any basketball-related questions? Hit me, man. Hit me. He said, Dan, what do you expect from Trez-Dwight matchup? I expect it to be fireworks. We know Dwight is motivated. There shouldn't be no ill will, but sometimes players can take certain things personal when they come back and play for their previous team, right? And let's see what happens. I think Trez is going to get the best of him for sure. But that's a good question. I think Trez for sure should have the best of him. Now, if Joel Embiid for some reason is a no-go, Dwight is a great fantasy pickup because I think, like I said, I think he's going to play extra hard going up against the Lakers. But let's see what happens. Yes, Trez was also great for us during that victory I was watching, guys. Just because I wasn't able to do pre and post. I mean, I wasn't watching. Trez has been phenomenal all season long. Besides LeBron James and KCP with the shooting and Caruso with the defense, I'd have to say that Trez has. I think Trez is the most consistent Laker besides those players I mentioned. On both ends of the floor. So very happy with his addition. I wanted Dennis to be just as consistent, but he's fallen off here the last couple of weeks, to be honest. He said, "What's wrong with Anthony Davis?" You know what? He's in a slump. He just is. He's not getting up to his. He's not averaging his 27 points per game he was averaging last season. So he's in a bit of a slump. But I think he's a superstar. I don't really get concerned with him. I know come playoff time he'll be ready, and even before that, during the season, we will see him rise. Hey, boy, Bradley, thank you so much, brother. Appreciate the donation. My man said, hoping for Hassan Whiteside to come to get traded to us or for him to get waived and for us to pick him up. We'll see what happens there with the whole Hassan Whiteside thing, bro. My thing is, I think the buyout market is going to start opening up. I've been hearing all kinds of rumors, all kinds of trade rumors as well, and we will see what happens. But thank you so much for the donation, man. I do appreciate that very kindly, sir. Now, I gotta say this: we're the best team in the NBA right now. I don't care what the Clippers' record is. We've played better teams. We are the better team. All right. I don't care if they won; it was a fluke, ring night, right? So, a lot of trade rumors going on around. I'm hearing the Clippers are looking to add either Derrick Rose, Lonzo Ball, or something like that. If they add Derrick Rose, it becomes a problem. All right. I hate to give the Clippers any kind of credit. If they add Lonzo Ball, they need better scoring from that position. Lonzo has yet to become an efficient scorer. It will hurt to see them add him because I love Lonzo Ball as a person and as a player, and I wish him the best. But as soon as he wears that Clipper jersey, I can't root for him anymore. Just like with Zubac. I don't give a dang about Zubac anymore. So, that's just the way it is. Jackie says, Dan, do you think Beal will request a trade? I did see that video clip of him putting his hand on his face, and that's unfortunate. Because he just signed a max contract deal, and his team holds the most leverage. So let's see what happens. Hey, what's up, Laker Nation? For life, good to see you, girl. Hopefully you're good from that. I saw your tweet. Prayers up. Hopefully you guys recovered from that little accident y'all had. On your job. He said, bring Lonzo home, trade Wes. I would like to see us trade Wesley Matthews because I don't like what coach is doing to THT. And as much as I like Wesley Matthews, I love THT, Taylor Horton Tucker. I would, if we could trade somebody, it would be Wes. He would be the odd man out because I as much as I like what he brings to the table, I don't think what coach is making up as an excuse, we have too much depth, so there's going to be nights somebody's going to sit. BS, man. Play the best damn players, Coach Frank Vogel. I love you, Coach. You're a championship coach. Act like one. Stop playing favorites. Stop siding with veterans. That's all I got to say to Frank. End the story. She said, we good. She said, thanks, man. We good. I'm glad to hear it. Oof. Car accidents, no joke, especially when you're driving a big rig like that. THC needs to be playing. Absolutely. And it's just mind-boggling how he's been playing so well in his limited minutes, and coach is just dropping the ball. I don't want to hear no excuse about how deep we are. It's a problem to have, but it's a problem you got to solve, coach. I hate when they say, it's a good problem to have. No. It's not a good problem to have for the young players. It's a good problem to have for you, Coach Frank. But at some point, you have to do what you got to do, man. Thank you, Lake Show Flow. Yeah, I don't want to talk about personal issues, man. If I put you on time, I don't want to get that trend going of talking about personal issues. This is a basketball channel, and we bring in nothing but positive vibes over here. So nothing personal. If I put you on a timeout, it's just I did ask, to keep it basketball related. And I feel good. I'm ready for basketball, man. Basketball makes all problems go away, and it makes me happy. So that's what I need right now. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all looking out for your boy. He said, give THC at least 15 minutes. I'm saying, give the man at least 10 minutes. He deserves it. He hasn't done anything. Somebody even said he's a top 3 talent in the rotation. I go as far as to say he's a top 7 talent because we're deeper this year than last year. Now, does he have the potential to be a top 3 talent? Absolutely, but potential is different than what actually is, right? Let's get this done. No, you don't need to be sorry, man. All love you guys. Thank you guys for all the kind words and everything. You guys are the best, seriously. But today it's all about the Lakers. And like I said, even though I didn't make the post game recap for the last game, I was truly impressed by LeBron James. Like, he's still the best player in the world, hands down. I was wrong. And y'all know when I'm wrong, I admit it. I said, hey, LeBron James is about to pass the keys over to AD. No. LeBron James look like he's still got 3-4 good years in him of being this great. That's what he's looking like right now. Now, anything could change, God forbid it, but anything could change, at any point. So hopefully he continues, man, to do what he's doing, because he's a God-given gift to the city of Los Angeles. We are blessed. We got to see some of the greats come through here. He's just the latest addition to that. He said, Dan, do you think it's worth it for the Lakers to trade Bradley Beal if an opportunity comes up? I think you have to. I think if an opportunity comes up to either get Zach LaVine or Bradley Beal, because you want to maximize the championship window, you have to. Because no other team's going to sit back and just be complacent. You hear the rumors about the Brooklyn Nets trying to get a real big man? Yeah, there's rumors out there. They're trying to get Andre Drummond if he gets bought out. That would be scary. Now we got to worry about making an upgrade ourselves if they get Andre Drummond, because that's their only weakness is defense and paint protection. And if they get Andre Drummond to go along with those 3 superstars, now we got an issue. Now if it's McGee, I'm not going to worry too much. But if it's Andre Drummond, we saw what he did versus the Lakers, man. God forbid they make it to the finals, and we got to go up with Marc Gasol as our front line and Trez versus Andre Drummond. No. Won't have it. So, I don't know if it's just me being a biased Laker fan, but I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all right now. And I'm going to say this on this very show. I feel like every time the Lakers have a title opportunity window and they're the clear-cut favorites, the league goes above and beyond to try to help somebody else to become the new favorite. Like, let's keep it 100. If the Nets trade any of those big men, if the Cavs trade any of those big men to the Nets, they're clearly trying to help out. It's clear because there's nothing you can take from Brooklyn. They already gave up all them draft picks and everything. There's nothing really that the Cavs should be able to take from Brooklyn to give up those big men. But that's just how I feel. How do you guys feel? Do you think I'm being biased? Do you guys think I'm, one of my eyes is purple, the other one's gold? Like, what do you guys truly, what's your opinion on that? What's your opinion on that? I will head over to the comment section right now. Before I take care of my man, Jameson Mesa, thank you so much for the donation, bro. It means a lot, bottom of my heart. He said, Dan, THC needs more minutes over Wesley Matthews. 110, bro. 110. And it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate how Frank Vogel is using depth as a scapegoat to not give this man minutes. Like, that's really frustrating. Lakers will beat up on the Sixers. Hey, I like that, Kelly. I like that energy right there. We need that positivity. Yes, Lakers should beat up on the Sixers. Now, I want to see it happen, though, for real. But I'll take your prediction, and if you're right, come back post-game, and I'll give you credit. Angel said, I agree, because they want a team to dethrone and beat the best of the best, and we're the best. Remember, anytime we've tried to trade for somebody, like whether it was PG or Kawhi, no team even wanted to deal with us. It took Anthony Davis to hold his team hostage to get himself here and say he wouldn't re-sign an extension with nobody else. Think about that for a second. Other teams, you don't even hear about these rumors, and boom, the Clippers called for PG. We didn't even know he was on the trade market. They made it happen. Bruh. Like, really? Why they always got to do the Lakers dirty, man? There's so much hate. They hate us because they ain't us, man. And they know we're the greatest. No debating. That's just the way it goes. And, it's like the jealous classmates, right? When you see a lot of, not myself, but I used to see a lot of classmates when they did good in class, you always had them jealous classmates over here clowning on them and doing things to try to distract them. That's how I feel like the NBA is. Obviously, the Lakers are always doing good every single generation. We might be down for a little bit, but we rise up again. And bam, the other classmates are jealous as heck. So they're going to go ahead and make these little side deals to try to dethrone us. But guess what? It ain't going to happen, man. It ain't going to happen. Lakers just too great. He said, I expect to get up in a lot of shots tonight. Yeah, for sure. Yo, look, here's the thing. If LeBron James shows up like he did and Anthony Davis joins the party, ain't nobody can beat us on any given night. The nights we have lost, we've defeated ourselves, to be honest, to be quite frank with you guys. It's us losing, you know, basically for ourselves. My man said, "Hey Dan, what are your thoughts for this game? How do the Lakers stop Embiid? Because he looked really good, and we saw what Drummond can do. That is our weakness so far, man. The front line, and so I would love to see Anthony Davis switch out on Joel. Anthony Davis is a better two-way player than Joel. As good as Joel is, and as even though AD is in a slump, he's a way better player. You know, his three-point shot, AD could create for that. You know, he can create his own three-point shot. He can come off of a screen and shoot like a guard, or he can get down in transition and go coast to coast. Joel Embiid is more of a traditional back to the basket center who can face up from time to time, especially when he gets hot. My thing is, all right, about Joel Embiid and all this. We can't let him get, down low in the post and just go one-on-one unless it's with AD. Everybody else got to send a double, even if you risk giving up a three. We got to rotate. Communication has to be on point tonight. Everything has to go well for us to win tonight, and it will go because, like the homegirl right here said it, Lakers will win. So, hey, positive energy. I love it. Let's get it. He said, hey, Dan, what are your thoughts? I'm sorry, I already read that one. I read that one. Okay, let's see. He said, DTLF, would you trade THC and Gasol for a good young center like Allen? Oh, that's a hard question. Don't ask me that. I'm glad I'm not listen, I'm glad I'm not. I don't have to make those decisions. That's hard for me. I get attached to my young players. Like, it's hard for me to make those moves. I know it's the right move in order to maximize title shot, especially with THC not getting a lot of minutes, and then what Jared Allen would be able to do for us. Defensively would be astronomical. Can you imagine a front line of AD, Jared Allen, and LeBron James? They'd be bullying teams. And that's another lob threat for LeBron and AD and everybody else. So it's hard to say no to that trade, but I don't know, man. Honestly, THC is a special talent. And I think, if given the opportunity, I think he will show just how special he was, man. He said, our interior defense or lack thereof will put the test tonight. He said, can let Curry torches from 3 tonight. Let's get the Lake Show. Mega Man Dan, what's up? What's up, bro? I love that nickname too, by the way. One of my favorite games growing up, Mega Man. So appreciate you. He said, what are your thoughts on Dwight Howard? He plays physical and hard fouls sometimes. I love Dwight, man. I used to hate on him before the way he left LA, but he came back, helped deliver a championship. He was a solid part of that foundation. So, when you become a champ for LA, you're forever loved, man. That's the way it is. That's why there's no other franchise that NBA players would prefer than the Lakers when it comes to winning championships, because you become immortalized all around the world. The most recognized team in basketball around the world is the Lakers. Love them or hate them, most recognized. So Dwight Howard has become a part of the Lakers family. He won a championship. So I will not hate on Dwight Howard. I will say this, though. We have to make sure that Montrezl Harrell has a better game tonight than Dwight. And offensively, he's way more gifted. Defensively, Dwight might have a little bit of an edge, but who knows? Because there's nights when Trez is all over the place. He's in the passing lanes. He's in the paint, blocking shots from the weak side. He's everywhere. So it really just depends what type of night it is and how the flow of the game is going. But all in all, I will say this, man. I'm super excited for this game. Y'all don't understand. I've been waiting for this matchup. And then we play again tomorrow, and I'm excited for that one as well. But this is the one I've been waiting. Best in the East versus best in the world, right? That's my Lakers. So first test, official test of the year. The first real one was Milwaukee, in my opinion. The Clipper one, I gave the Lakers a pass. It was ring night. Milwaukee, we passed that test on the road. By the way, shout out to the Lakers. 10-0 on the road. Woo! Goosebumps. Pinch me, somebody. Wake me up. I must be asleep. Shout out to the Lakers. They continue to ball. They continue to ball on the road. I don't know what it is about the road. I feel like the bubble mindset is installed in the Lakers. Being away from home, being away from Staples has made them stronger and just gel and more cohesive. So that's probably the real reason why the Lakers are 10-0 on the road. Not that we're not capable, but, Staples Center without the crowd ain't really Staples Center. I love it. All the history is still there. Everything is there. But the crowd is the heart and soul, man, of the city. We beat, as one nation, right? We beat as one nation under God, man, for the Lakers. So, we bleed purple and gold. Lakers feed off of the crowd energy, man. There's no energy like Staples Center energy. And so when the crowd comes back, I think that'll really pump the Lakers up and they'll start getting wins at home. But I feel like that bubble mentality, that championship bubble mentality that they developed last season or a couple of months ago, is the reason they continue to dominate on the road. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Lakers 10-0 and 4-4 at home. I think I don't mind this road cooking, man. I really don't. And let's see if it continues tonight, and then let's see if it continues tomorrow night. But I do want to see LeBron and AD dominate tonight. That's the main. If they can do that, we're not losing this game. The role players are solid. They're going to do their part. But AD and LeBron. Any more questions, guys? Oh, by the way, before I forget, man, y'all got to check out my dog, man. Anze Life. Y'all got to check him out. I'm going to put the link on this on the description as soon as this video is done. He had me over there for the podcast, so I appreciate it, man. He was very gracious. Yeah, so check him out. Show some love and support. And I will put the link in the comment section. I will pin it to the top if you guys do want to check out that little podcast episode 6. He said, Dan, did you see Conor versus Dustin? I didn't see the actual fight. Like I said, I had some personal stuff going on, but I did see one thing. I saw that Conor McGregor is not the same fighter because he was rusty. I saw the highlights. And I've never been a Conor fan because I just think he's really full of it. And I feel like he's so cocky. Like, he's a good fighter, but he's got beaten plenty, you know? There's other fighters that are undefeated or close to undefeated, or their losses have been bloodbaths that truly, like, shows their heart. So I don't really count a loss when it's a bloodbath. It can go either way. But, you know, shout out to the winner, man. That's all I got to say about the Conor fight. That's all I got to say about the Conor fight. For sure. He said, I would love Beal to the Lakers. Hey, join the club. I'm sure all the Laker Nation will welcome Beal to the Lakers. Shout out Jameson, man, always coming through with the donations. He said, this is another big test for our Lakers to take on. He said, so excited to watch it. Me too, bro. Me too. Much needed game for me, man. Much needed game for me to take my mind off of my problems and just get into something really positive. He said, karma always comes back. Remember that. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, yeah, karma always comes back. But I'll say this, guys. Great test for the Lakers. Let's see who steps up tonight. I can't wait to see you guys right here for the post-game live. There will be no phone calls tonight because I just really want to focus on the comment section, man. You guys have been good to me. I don't want to ignore anybody over here. But we'll bring the phone calls back at some point. Right now, great. We're getting some great content from the comments on the right here. He said, combination of AD, Marcus and Caruso doubling is enough. We'll find out tonight, Victor. Hopefully. Because if the Lakers come out flat-footed, this is a team that's very capable and potent. Like, Philly they're pretty stacked this year, believe it or not. Even though Ben Simmons still hasn't taken that leap, and that's a topic for another day we will discuss on this channel. Different topic, not Laker related, so I'll leave that out. But even with his lack of scoring ability, they still have plenty of firepower and some good defensive players as well. I see you lost weight, Dan. Keep it up. Man, I got a ways to go, brother. But I appreciate that, man. Thanks for noticing something I didn't even notice. Appreciate you. He said, DTLF rooting for y'all. He said to beat the Sixers. I know y'all can love this channel. God bless. Appreciate you, little man. Thank you so much. Little man right here with the positivity. Always, man. We got to learn from the youngins. They always come with the positive mindset. We got to be the same. Oh, homegirl was positive too. So I like it. Got to speak it into existence, like LeVar used to say. And let's see what happens moving forward. Anyways, that's going to wrap it up for my pregame, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for sticking to basketball. Bottom of my heart. Appreciate y'all for that. I'd love to do the same for the postgame recap because I love basketball. It takes my mind off of problems and stuff. So, I need basketball. Feed me basketball. And I will also be feeding you guys more content. I promise you that. I know there's been some little road bumps along the way. But, this is my full-time job now. So I got y'all, man. I love it. I love it. I'll see you guys right here for post game. Though, make sure y'all smash the like button. If you already haven't, please consider subscribing. I'll see you guys right after. And like I said, check out my homie Anze Life, man. Check out the channel. Pretty good content if you guys like podcasts. And but it's not just talking; it's actual picture, and you get to see the expressions and all that good stuff. I will put the link in the comment section as soon as this video posts. Thank you guys so much. Hey, wait! Before I get off, I gotta say shout out to the homegirl T. Okay, she said, "D, you a real one. Go Lakers." Thank you so much, T. I appreciate you, man. Much love. Thank you for I haven't seen a 20-piece in a minute, so God bless you for that. Thank you so much. Still got to get off, though. I'll see you guys right here for the post-game recap. Man, bottom of my heart, thanks for donations, likes, and support. You guys have been God-given, man, in these times. So thank you, guys. Love you guys. And